We will continue the last series. What will I have to do again? Same criteria is that it was a simple practical. I create a like form over here to send request in the form of get format so that I can see the URL. But if you're going to use the criteria of login, you will never use get. So second one is Servlet. Now we are able to get the information from the request object, that how to handle the request value, how we can get the values using the name, unique name, right? Now this is not a same criteria, good criteria that we are going to print the output only, right? There may be a criteria, if that particular user is valid, then I'll have to move to another page. अगर अगर यूज़र वैलिड है तो मुझे दूसरे पेज पे जाना पड़ेगा, मुझे यहाँ पे नहीं रुकना पड़ेगा। तो आप दो तरीके से भेज सकते हो एक पेज से दूसरे पेज पे। तो सबसे पहला जो तरीका है वो ये है कि यू कैन यूज़ द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ रिस्पॉन्स, राइट? यू कैन यूज़ लाइक दिस रिस्पॉन्स डॉट send redirect. Got it? And in send redirect we'll have to provide the name of new page, like I will create user home dot JSP. What is JSP? That is equal to HTML right now. Don't think so much about it. This is like a HTML only, right? So now I'll have to create the same page. Right click on your project, new, and then you can select JSP. Provide the name of your page, that is u home. Automatically it will put dot JSP extension and finish it. It will be totally in the form of HTML only. It's not a like new thing. This is also for designing and also support the all tags of your HTML. Like this you can see a simple HTML tag and the coding over here, right? And this is simple practical so that you can travel from one page to another page. Got it? So what I'll have to do, I'll have to write the a message over here. Instead of hello world, I will print welcome and the user manually. I'm not able to fetch any data so that I can use it dynamically, but manually I can print here hello, then Achal, and save it. It means when you want to move from one page, like this is the Servlet page, and I want on the behalf of my condition I want to move from this page to another page. That criteria is you can use object of response and can use send redirect method and the path of your page. Okay, save it and then again run your program. Okay, so second thing is that if I'm using a name Achal, because that is case sensitive, then it will work. And the password is Sachdeva. It's taking so much time, but this is simple practical, then it will be done in milliseconds only. And this is the output. Automatically it will move to uhome.jsp hello Achal. This is the working of your response.send redirect. And if you want to move that invalid condition, what is happening exactly? I'm going to submit. It's still printing that invalid username and password. I want that if username and password is invalid, then it will never move from this page. Okay, internal criteria will be that it will move to Servlet and then will get the error and come back like this. You can use again response dot send redirect. Then your page name like index.html. Right now your home page is HTML. Then run it. Okay, there are some error in your request, and again it will move to your home page. Now if you're using Anchal and then Sachdeva, this is also error. Anchal Sachdeva. Now it will move to Anchal. Okay, it means you will want to move from one page to another page like Servlet to JSP or the HTML. You can use response or send redirect, right? But what is the problem with response or send redirect? It will move to the page but will never carry data. Like I'm going to write the name of the user manually. There must be a criteria when I will connect this particular application with database. This is not actual login. This is just an example. When I will use the actual login using database, then I'll have to pass the username every time to that particular page where I'm going to visit my home page, right? So in that case, I will not use respond or send redirect. What I will do that time, first, this is my request object. It will contain this request. First condition is that set the attribute. What is attribute exactly? That is the temporary bucket where you can put the data. Okay, that is a storage. It can contain data exactly, like request dot set attribute. So I name this is like a key, like I can use user, and this is the value, and value is username. So it means request contain a attribute with the name of user, which will contain the information about the current user. Okay, now I can dispatch this particular request to another page so that we can retrieve there. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to use request, dear request, give me your dispatcher. So this is dispatcher, get request dispatcher, the name of your page like that is uhome.jsp. Okay, but always remember, if you're going to send an attribute, that page must be JSP. Now you will come to know about the role of JSP. This is mandatory if you want to pass the value using the request object, using the request dispatcher. The page must be JSP so that you can retrieve information. So it will return an object of request dispatcher RD. Now what is RD contain? That is contain just the path. But I want to send this particular object to this path. So I will use RD dot forward. Forward will contain the current object of request and response, and request contain an attribute. Okay, it will move to after using this line, it will move to your home page like you home. But how can I get value? What is JSP? JSP is an interface where you can design your HTML coding, as well as you can also use your Java coding. Internally it will be connected to your servlet. Internally it will create its servlet. Like I'm sending the object of request that cannot be handled by the HTML coding. How I can use the Java coding inside the JSP? JSP is equal to, I can use the comment over here, JSP equal to HTML coding plus Java logics. Got it? So this is JSP exactly, right? Because I'm not in Java coding, so this is not a type of comment you can use like this. Okay, so next, how you can retrieve information? You will have to use this tag. This is the scriptlet tag. What is scriptlet tag? That is scriptlet tag. Okay, inside this block you can use the Java coding. How? Use the object of request dot get attribute. If you want to get the attribute, you will have to set first, like you set user. Where you will have to set on your Servlet page. First you'll have to set the object, then you'll have to dispatch that object to your home page, and then you can retrieve it. You can store it into a variable like name, okay, string. And if you want to use this variable anywhere inside the page, like I want to use instead of Anchal, what I'll have to do, I'll have to use this tag equal to, then the variable name like name, then close it. This is expression tag. This is equal to out.println exactly. Got it? Save it. And after save it, you'll have to run it. It's taking a little bit time because internally I'm running lot of things, many servers. That's why this is a little bit slow today. Okay, we'll have to wait. So run your program again so that you will able to get the name. And instead of hello, I can use welcome, so that I'll come to know this is the request page exactly. Got it? Then this is the exactly your use the exactly username and password. This is such deva, and this is welcome Anchal. Got it? Right? It was how to use response.send redirect. What is the work of response.send redirect? This is just to move from one page to another page. And what is the role of request dispatcher? This is also move from one page to another page, but also contain the value in the form of attribute. You'll have to first set the attribute. You can use the any name of your key, but you'll have to remember this is case sensitive and the variable value. Got it? This is the path where you'll have to display the request. RD is a class which will handle everything. It can send your request on this URL and will contain request object and response object. What is JSP? That is a interface where you can use the designing pattern as well as logic, Java logic in scriptlet tag. This is a scriptlet tag. Got it? Request internally you'll have to use request object, request.get attribute, the name of your attribute, it will be stored in a variable, and you can print using equal to tag. This is expression tag exactly. Difference between is both. This is for only logics and this is to print the data. Got it? Thank you. In next practical, what we will do, we will use repopulating exactly. repopulating को आप कैसे use कर सकते हो, repopulating पे कैसे आप काम कर सकते हैं.